Okay, guys, so San Bernardino PD is here now. Rialto PD had detained the guy. There's the other car. This is part 2 of driver detained. Rialto PD was the first units on scene here. I guess this is San Bernardino PD's area. So San Bernardino PD is here on scene now, taking a report. One of the drivers told me that this guy here in the white tank top struck this car in a collision, and then all his airbags deployed. You could see that. He tried to drive off and struck the car down here with the lights flashing. And then his car was in part 1 when I first walked by that car. That it's actually the thumbnail of part 1. That's his car, this guy in the white tank top. So we're going to go ahead and record this just in case. I mean, I don't know if they're going to do a police report and just it'll be an accident, or because he tried to drive off, or is going to be a little bit more criminal. We'll see in a minute here what decision the San Bernardino PD decides to make, or if they decide to do an FST or something to that effect, and it could affect an arrest. So we're going to go ahead and just wait for a moment. We're on the other side now of this other car over here. So he's telling him what happened and what's going on. He's saying the guy stopped in front of him and he turned his wheel really quick. But why would he try to drive off? That was his car down at the other corner of the street down there, the side street. When part 1, when we first walked by, if you go watch that one. Or if you've already seen part 1, then you saw that vehicle that was sitting there with all the airbags inside of it. That was his car right here. And you can drive through. You can drive through. Okay, I don't know who this guy in the van is. I was talking to the guy in the van. So he's going to tell him what happened now. So he said the train tracks are here. He said the guy stopped by the train tracks. He saw the train tracks. He went, oh, shit. And he turned his wheel and hit this car here. But one of the drivers said he tried to drive off, sideswiped their car, and then pulled around the corner down there. Of course, the car probably wasn't going nowhere after that. I mean, it was pretty jacked. I told the guy in the van he could drive through there, but he turned around and took off. So we're here, like I said, just in case they effect an arrest. The other San Bernardino police officers going down there to look at the other car to get a report. We've got 2 San Bernardino police officers here with, looks like might be an Explorer in the blue here. Okay, so he's still got him explaining what happened. So he keeps telling him what happened. He had to turn his steering wheel really fast, which would indicate to me he may not have been paying attention. Even if the guy stopped in front of him, you're supposed to have room to stop. We're on, I believe this is Meridian. So I don't think I said that in part 1. But we are in Meridian, on Meridian in San Bernardino. Or is it? Yeah, Meridian. And I was going down Meridian to, I don't know, Valley. I think I was going towards Valley Boulevard here in Rialto. I was heading to Fontana, just kind of out cop watching. Seems like it's all accidents tonight. Nobody knows how to drive on a Friday night. So we'll see what this officer does. My back's starting to hurt. I've been here for a while. Yeah. Like I said, driver said allegedly. Another driver said that allegedly, or alleged that this guy tried to drive off, got to the corner there and just went around the corner. Told him to stay here. The cop told him to stay here. So they'll have this guy here watch him, make sure he doesn't go anywhere. Steve's getting all excited. He's doing a lot of talking. He's excited. I don't know. He doesn't seem intoxicated at all. He seems sober. But I don't know why he would try to drive off. An accident is an accident, you know what I mean? So they're all down there at the car with the lights flashing. Both drivers are here, that car and this car, non-injury. And then, of course, the third driver here. So, again, he struck this vehicle from behind and just totaled that car. Yeah, that car's totaled. And then tried to drive off, sideswiping that one, allegedly. And I have to say allegedly because I wasn't here. It's what's alleged. And then, of course, got to the side street down there and turned around the corner right there. We saw that car in part one. And I'm just kind of seeing what's going to happen and what they're going to do with this guy. If they're just going to do an accident report and let him go, or is it going to be a little bit more criminal? Especially if it was a 21,002. I believe 21,002 is, well, that would be a hit and run. I believe. I'm not up on my California vehicle codes. But they're down here looking at that car. And it's coming up on midnight. Doobie doobie doo. Zero dark. Zero. As we would say in the military. What time is it? Zero dark zero. So he's going to have to come over here and look at this car and see what the damage is to this car. I don't know if if they're just going to do an accident report, then that'll be that. I am on YouTube, so this is unedited. I'm not on iMovie where I can edit it. Not really much of a cop watch that deserves a cop watch theme. And so apparently anybody that watches AV Watchman or Doug, no thanks, you know that they went over to the police station to get their stuff back and were told that the detective took the case file over to the DA. And that's what happens. You go there, it's a no file, and they end up filing anyway. Transit supervisor. Hey, he needs to stop. This is a transit issue, isn't it? I mean, private transit, maybe. My sciatica is starting to kick in. I need to sit down. I need to get back to my car. So I may have to just cut this short and go back to cop watching, because I don't think this is really going to be anything here. Yeah, he's got the measuring stick out. He's going to measure some stuff. So it sounds like right now they might just be treating this as an accident. So is he measuring? He's measuring the distance from the curb to where that car is sitting. Oh, he measured out to right there, I guess. Everybody's just driving through it. Yeah, this is exciting, isn't it, guys? Not really. Oh, excuse me, sir. So they're gonna, I guess they're... Oh, he's walking right out in the street. Oh, I thought there was a car coming. He doesn't seem to be intoxicated. I had heard the Rialto PD tell this guy earlier something about going over to San Bernardino making a complaint or something. I don't know what that was about. So... So here comes the other police officer, so we'll see what's going on now. The other one's coming up here. So he's measuring it here. So let's see what's going on. Stand over the top of him. So I'm not sure what they're going to do. I might just cut short. I'm sure you guys are excited about this. Just thumb through it if it gets too boring. See what's going to happen here. But, oh, the Explorer's moving the police car. I think, is he blocking the roadway? No. I think he's blocking the one lane with all the debris. Told him to cross his feet. I think he told him to put his phone down, but he told him to cross his feet. So he's a suspect if he's doing that. Yeah, he told him cross your feet, put your phones down, cross your feet. So nice. See how he's throwing his hands out? He's looking into his eyes now. So he put a flashlight in his eyes. I think he wanted to see what his eyes look like. So we'll come back up here on the sidewalk. The officer was measuring, so I stepped off the sidewalk. But, this is unedited. He did a U-turn. What's that for? Oh, they're going around. This is unedited. Straight through. Part 2. Should I do a part 3, guys? I should do a part 3, huh? I'm going to do a part 3. If this guy gets arrested, I'll do a part 3. I don't want you guys sitting here for 45 minutes just watching nothing.